So it is day 2 of my journey of getting my CDL. I got a phone call first thing this morning, 8 o'clock this morning, from the company that owns the school that I'm going to, for a pre-hire. And they asked, he called and he asked a few questions about employment and pretty much the same questions that had been asked from the other people. But he did say that I did qualify for pre-hire, meaning once I complete the process for my CDL, I would automatically go into the opportunities that they have available. So I'm excited about that, to see what comes from that. I also got a call from the guy that I've been working with at the school, just encouraging me, to move forward with the process. And the one thing that he said was manifesting positivity. And I appreciate him saying that, because that's kind of where I am in this journey, is manifesting and believing that everything will work out the way that it needs to. I know sometimes when things seem to, look like they're not going to work, we, kind of lose focus and lose sight of the ultimate goal. And I know I'm guilty of that. When it seems like, sometimes you hit walls and, like the door is closing, you stop working for it. But I'm believing, and I'm manifesting this opportunity. I'm manifesting change in my life. My goal, as my children were growing up, was to change the trajectory for them. One thing that my family has always dealt with is financial struggle. And that's always been my life. It's like, I've always struggled financially. And, in the back of my mind and in my heart, it's like something in me felt like this was not the life, that I was intended to have. Like buying a car, cash. I've always felt like, when you see a nice car, because you can find some really nice and decent cars reasonably, but I never had the money on hand to be able to, to go and purchase. So I always ended up having to go and finance a vehicle. And I hate that. I hate, having to pay a car note every month. And I understand, that's just sometimes that's a part of life, and I'm thankful for it, because it's helped me to get to, from A to B to B to C to B, C to D, whatever. But I'm wanting to change that for my children and for their children, to change that trajectory for our family, so that won't continue to be a generational thing for us. I'm believing that my children will grow up and teach their children wealth and health, and so that's how I brought them up, believing. And I continue to encourage them. I continue to pray over them and pray for them, believing that things will change for them and for our for the generations that are coming up after them. So I feel like this transition in my life is a part of that. It's a part of that change, and changing that for the generations. So I am manifesting and standing firm on this opportunity, and not allowing anybody or anything to deter me from that. I know that there may be, some things that come up, but staying focused and keeping my eyes towards the goal is where I am right now. So I pray that for you as well. If you're watching this video and you're believing God for some things, and if you're manifesting some things in your life, that they will, that they will come into fruition for you. And so as I continue to walk this journey, like I said, I will continue to update you all on how things unfold, and just watching God do what only God can do, because it's definitely, it won't be me. I'm stepping back and just really, trusting God like never before. So I thank you for walking this journey with me, and if you're in the same season of life, I'm praying and believing for you as well. And just watch God do it. So as far as the financial aspect of school, like I told you yesterday, the options that she gave me was to either have a co-signer or to come up with $1,500. And like I said, I don't have $1,500 to give anybody at this moment. If I did, a lot of things would be different. But anyway, I do have a person who is willing to co-sign for me. So he's supposed to, give them a call and do that for me. So just, praying and believing that it will work out however it works out. If that don't work out, then I'm believing that, there's another ram in the bush. And I'm just going to continue to move forward and continue to believe and continue to trust and continue to pray, for God's will to be done. So, like I said, that is day 2, and where I am right now in the process. My start date that we are manifesting is September the 15th. I also called my job today and talked to my supervisor, just to kind of let her know what's going on. And she said that, the opportunity for me there is still available, and, the adjustments would be made, for me to be able to get that done. So that's, I'm, like I said, God working things out for me and just opening doors and just creating the path for me. So I'm thankful for that. So day 2, if I have anything, anything else that comes